waking up every day, putting the next foot in front of the next foot, at least keeps you in the game. And if God is waking you up continually every morning, once God wakes you up, that's a sign from God that he ain't through with you yet.
All of us will be successful in life if we don't quit. Why are you waiting for somebody to tell you got a dream or go? Why are you waiting for somebody to take you by your hand and give you what's rightfully yours? How much money you make, whatever kind of life you have, that's yours.
Once you quit, it rules out any chance of succeeding.
And God says, I'm going to bless you, but you've got to dress for the battle while you receive the blessing. With every blessing, there is a battle. I would venture to say the greater the blessing, the greater the battle. You're going to have to stand, having done all to stand. That's your willpower, your strength, your might, your intensity.
You have to understand on your road to success that you just have to keep believing in this thing that you can't clearly see. People ask me all the time, Steve, did you ever see yourself with this? No. How? I didn't even know this existed. I didn't know that this level of life was there. I didn't know no rich people growing up.
I get it done, even if I'm just going through the motions. I go through the motions. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. Yeah, I get up and get out of bed. Don't take today off. Not today. Wait until tomorrow. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. And by simply going through the motions, you overcame that path. And you stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path. You stayed on the war path, which is right where you know that you belong. And there's been thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of warriors that have been in very stressful situations, evil, and faced death much worse than the situation I'm in or you're in that we might consider stressful. And all those horrible situations, they prove really that humans can withstand almost unimaginable stress. That all your excuses are lies. They are lies, all of them. Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. Recognize the excuses are not valid. They aren't. They're trumped up. When things go wrong, they always seem to happen at once, and they just compound on top of each other. And it's pretty easy sometimes to feel beaten when you're faced with all those issues and all those problems, and they all hit you at the same time. That doesn't mean give up. In fact, it means the opposite. It means it's time for you to fight harder, to dig in.
What changed? I changed. And I stopped being a victim. I stopped saying I've got to wait for good things to happen to me. And I said I'm going to grind. Huge favor, man. First of all, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but it's our time. Yeah, it's our time. You know, and y'all got to hear what I'm saying. You know, I'm talking to somebody in this room. You would be further along the road less traveled if you would surrender your plans and go with the one has already constructed for you. He already got plans for you. He already got it mapped out. Why are you trying to figure it out when he already figured it out?
So I'm being real. What are you going to do to separate yourself? I separated myself.
I started getting up early, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll never forget a kid from Chicago told me, like, yo, E, you talking about thank God it's Monday. You release your videos on Sunday night. So I'm not watching what other people are doing, but am I being inspired by other people? Absolutely. So we're not watching what they do because guess what happens? Just because a man is on top one day, it don't mean he's gonna be on top forever. And just because you're not on top today don't mean you ain't gonna be on top forever.
Oh, I'm talking to somebody. It's still in the dark right now. You better fix it while it's in the dark. Because if you don't fix it while it's in the dark, oh, it's going to come out in the light.
If you can find your way on this side, guys, it's sweeter on this side. You know what's so funny? We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. So whatever you got to do, you do it. But I'm not about to compromise because you're inflicting pain. And there are those of you were this close, but you compromised. You let your feelings get the best of you. You compromised.